Marks imputation formulae for the remaining ICSE year 2020 examination have been devised by reputed statisticians from premier institutions in the country. Factors used in the computations. 1. Average of a candidate's best 3 papers marks in the board examination, a. The average of the best 3 percentage marks obtained from among the papers the candidate has appeared for in the board examination. 2. Subject internal assessment, total marks obtained by the candidate in the internal assessment of the papers. 3. Percentage subject internal assessment, b. Percentage of marks obtained by the candidate in the internal assessment of the paper. Note that it is the marks obtained for internal assessment, expressed as a percentage. Rationale. 1. The components used to arrive at the formula to award the marks in the papers which have an internal assessment component is limited to the internal assessment marks in the papers and the performance of the candidates in the board examination in the papers that they have already appeared for so far, measured through their average marks obtained in the best 3 papers. While the former measures the subject proficiency of the candidates, the latter is a measure of their general academic ability. 2. The marks awarded to the candidates are taken as a weighted average of these 2 components as mentioned in point 1 above. 3. To arrive at the weight, detailed analyses were performed on the data from the past board examinations from the years 2015 to 2019 as well as the year 2020 board examination. Extensive scenario analyses were done based on different papers. Most importantly, the weights were so chosen as to ensure fairness to all the candidates appearing in the board examination this year to the best possible extent. 2. Algorithm to be used. 1. For pending examinations having components of internal assessments i.e. geography, biology, economics, Hindi, and Group 3 papers. A. Obtain the paper board marks percentage of marks obtained by the algorithm which may be awarded to the candidate for the board examination in the paper, by paper board marks percentage equals 0.7a plus 0.3b. B. Determine the board marks for the paper as paper board marks equals paper board marks percentage times weightage for board marks. For Hindi, geography, biology and economics, the board marks are out of 80, and hence the weightage for board marks should be 0.8. For the Group 3 with internal assessment, the board marks are out of 100, hence the weightage will be equal to 1. C. For Art 4, use the paper board marks and calculate the marks for the paper as the final marks. For all other papers with internal assessment components, obtain the final marks as paper final marks equals paper board marks plus paper internal assessment. 2. For candidates who have appeared in 3 papers, take the best 2, and for candidates who have appeared for 2 papers, take the better 1. For a candidate who has appeared in only 1 paper, that paper can be considered. Note. 1. To compute any average, convert all marks to percentage scores. 2. For candidates who were registered to appear for improvement of marks but have not been able to appear for any paper, their paper board percentage marks should be obtained by replacing A in the formula given in 1a, by their previously obtained percentage marks in the last board paper of that subject taken by them. 3. Examples. Example 1. For a paper with 20% marks allocated for internal marks and 80% for external marks, for example, geography, biology, economics, and Hindi. Suppose for a candidate the average marks of the best 3 board papers, A, equals 75, out of 80. Internal assessment in the paper equals 19 out of 20. Predicted percentage board marks in the paper equals 0.7 times 75 times 100/80, plus 0.3 times 19 times 100/20, equals 94.125. Predicted board marks in the paper equals 94.125 times 0.8 equals 75.3. Final marks in the paper equals 75.3 plus 19 equals 94.3. Example 2, for a paper with 20% marks allocated for internal marks and 80% for external marks, for example, geography, biology, economics, and Hindi. Suppose for a candidate the average marks of the best 3 board papers, A, equals 60, out of 80. Internal assessment in the paper equals 17 out of 20. Predicted percentage board marks in the paper equals 0.7 times 60 times 100/80, plus 0.3 times 17 times 100/20, equals 78. Predicted board marks in the paper equals 78 times 0.8 equals 62.4. Final marks in the paper equals 62.4 plus 17 equals 79.4. 4. Example 3. For a paper with 20% marks allocated for internal marks and 80% for external marks, for example geography, biology, economics, and Hindi. Suppose for a candidate the average marks of the best 3 board papers, A, equals 40, out of 80. Internal assessment in the paper equals 15 out of 20. Predicted percentage board marks in the paper equals 0.7 times 40 times 100/80, plus 0.3 times 15 times 100/20, equals 57.5. Predicted board marks in the paper equals 57.5 times 0.8 equals 46. Final marks in the paper equals 46 plus 15 equals 61. Example 4, for a subject with 100% marks allocated for internal marks and 100% for external marks, for example, physical education, computer applications, economic applications, commercial applications, environmental applications, etc. All Group 3 papers. Suppose for a candidate the average marks of the best 3 subjects, A, equals 70, out of 80, equals 87.5, out of 100. Internal assessment in the paper equals 100 out of 100. Predicted percentage board marks in the paper equals 0.7 times 87.5 times 1 plus 0.3 times 100 times 1 equals 91.25. Predicted board marks in the paper equals 91.25 times 1 equals 91.25. Final marks in the paper equals 91.25 plus 100/2 equals 95.63.